Hi everyone, I'm Echoes and I'm a VTuber, and I'll be going over episode 3 of Gundam GQuuuuuX. So yeah, let's get started. And if you notice, my mouth movement's a little bit different, so yeah, hope it's a bit better this time. It's a bit more expressive compared to before, so hopefully it's an improvement here. Okay, so let's get started. So in the beginning, we kind of get, let me mute this. All right, just so we don't get any copyright doing music. All right. So in the beginning, we kind of have an image of an office building. Oh yeah, and then we're going to where Xavier got captured by the military police because he's tied up in this chair, and then someone's interrogating him. Loom refugee has climbed the ranks to Zan officer. Now that's commendable. I'm assuming Loom is probably one of the colonies. I'm assuming. This guy got beat up, as you could tell. He has, what do you call it? The, the, what do you call it? The mug shots, yeah. Gotta say, he definitely looks, he's trying his best, as you could tell. And then you can see that now we're going back to the Pegasus. So the status of forces agreement is inapplicable, which means we can't request a return. So the people on the ship discussing Xavier and the GQuuuuuuX. After destroyed an NP mobile suit, we lost track of it. No Saikamu signal either. Well, who exactly? Wait, one sec. That means someone took it away. Well, who? Let's see. Should we report this to the Supreme Commander's office? That would be a problem. Please, we must recover the GQuuuuuuX somehow. They'd informed the Supreme Commander's office about us. That is true, but oh, come on. Aren't you concerned about Xavier's well-being? Of course we care. Pretty sure they already know. Yes, but... And then, Challia asks, what's the weather today? According to the schedule, sunny. And then he mentions that they will, very well, let us proceed then. And then the other lady is like asking where, and then we'll figure it out shortly. And then we go to the apartment, which is where Machu lives with her mom. The train stopped running, huh? It looks like she's eating some sort of vegetable broccoli casserole or of some sort. They said something was going on in Nenokuni, which is probably someplace in the colony. And that's her mom. You can see that they have the same eye color, hair color, but Machu, I think, dyed her hair pink. And then they're discussing her school. Like, does it bother you that your cram school is so far? No, but it feels like it's a waste of money. Why? All your friends are going to one too, right? There's some who work part-time. But shouldn't you be focusing on your studies right now? He's just eating, and then she says that, oh, it's alright if I go home because it's getting late. Look at that, it's got teeth. Must be some kind of gimmick. This is probably Zan's new model. Must be a state-of-art machine nobody's even heard of. Cool, they have like the whole interface here. We could see, what do we see here? Area, loading rate, task progress. Very techie stuff. Sounds pretty cool though. GQuuuuuuX. That's the name. It's a placeholder in the program, so its real name must be something else. Uh-oh, if we keep digging deeper, we might trigger some sort of self-destruct program. Shows that's a really top-secret machine for sure. See, system restart trigger possible pausing analysis. Yeah, to prevent people from digging in. So it's just, let's see. Better get rid of it ASAP. It's just extra risk to keep it here. Never mind that. What are we going to do about the clan battle tomorrow? If we cancel it now, the penalty fees alone would ruin us all. And then she mentions she has a curfew. She has to go home. You did great operating this given it was your first time. I don't know how, but it worked just the way I wanted to. Not even Jesse can operate. How the heck were you able to? And then they go through screenshots of the battle that she had before. And then the lady asks, hey, you want to try clan battle? And then she's saying, oh my god. And then you see that she pretty much gets involved based on the title. Machu and clan battle. And now she's kind of just thinking while in the bathtub here. Zaku we had is total, but we have this as a replacement. So Nabu lends his Zaku to Jezi and you form Mauve with him. Plus you can split the winnings. No shit, a kid with a curfew is out of the question. Clan battle is life and death. You can see that she is like, man, these people underestimating how good I am. Don't get amateurs involved, they'll get killed for sure. There's no place for someone like you to be. And then the lady is like, I bet you'll be back, which is true. She's very good at this sort of thing. MP mobile suit destroyed, stolen mobile suit runs wild. Dang, looks like there's right articles. Still, I want to see that Kira. Say, what do you mean explain? And then looks like her mom's called her for work, so she has to go. Sorry, please look after the house. Gotta head to the office. And then she hears sirens and opens the window. See what was going on. And now, like, this guy's like, what did you say? And then Xavier's here. They're going that far for this one idiot. Stop the ship, attention, sold on the sand forces, stop. It's like, and you can see that the Pegasus is crashing through the colony. This is outrageous. And then everyone's like, oh my god. And then Challia is as calm as ever, along with this guy right in the front. Listen up, avoid dispersing Minovsky particles at any cost. Be careful about rear-end collisions. You can see that there's some traffic due to something going on. Overnight, there's been a growing outcry at Izuma Colony. Under the sofa, the colony is within a Xeon-controlled airspace. But the Minovsky particles haven't been dispersed, so they're not a battle zone. There's speculation that a high-ranking official will be visiting Izuma Colony. Over to you, Mr. Edwards, in the president's office in Palda. You can see that Nyan has her deli eats, and then she's waiting for this guy to stop by, giving her something. So he's like, oh, you're too conspicuous. Means that she's pretty much easy to see, especially with her sunglasses, and she got beat up. Yurei made all the arrangements. You only had to deliver the goods and collect the dough. Even a kid could do it, no? And he's like, oh, he mentioned that, oh yeah, another screw up and you're fired. So you can see that her job's pretty difficult. Does it look kind of cute, though? They talk about the military ship. I don't know, but it looks like, you know, like some ruins in the desert. That's not a pyramid, no matter how you look at it. Fair enough. Don't get amateurs involved, they get killed for sure. And then you can see Machu is thinking about what she heard before. With that red guy, though, I have no fears. She's looking at Wikipedia, Foolipedia. Then she looks up Char, the red comic, and the Gundam. And then she's reminded of that graffiti she saw before. Mate, did you fill out those forms about career goals? You can see one of her classmates asking her that. And then she heads out. What's wrong? It's, oh, I'm leaving early. Mate, you forgot your bag, so you can see that. She has bigger priorities. That graffiti I saw yesterday. Then she goes back and sees it. The Kira, yeah. Then you can see that someone is smelling her. And it's this guy right here. You've seen the other side too. And he introduces himself. I'm Shuji. And then she introduces herself as Machu. My childhood nickname came out all of a sudden. It's quite cute. He's spray painting the GQuuuuuX in this graffiti art. No doubt about it. That's a Kira from yesterday. Which means... Hey, Shuji, are you the... And then Yan comes and is like, and then asks the code. Hello, are you in a hurry? Not particularly. You can actually pay me 5,000 heights. And he had the item, but it plops into the river. You don't? Conch, what am I supposed to do? That was everything I had. Poor guy. It's everything you have? What about a transaction then? I'm starving. So he's broke. And why don't you do clan battle, you and me? Because they need money. But I broke my key yesterday. You're in a tough spot too, right? You can see that Machi is really digging into Nyan here. Plus, you still haven't paid me for my phone repairs. True. Let's see. Possible. Besides, there's no prize money unless you win. See, Amate is pretty, or Machu is pretty confident right here. It's like, I'm going to win. Believe in me. She totally looks like an amateur. No way she could win in a clan battle. There's no path to victory at all. You can see that she thinks that the both of them are kind of absolutely clueless idiots, but it's fine. They're not that. It's not like that. See, Shuji smells neon as well, which she is surprised by. And then he says, oh, follow me. And she, to enter this manhole right here, because his place is underneath in the sewers. Hey, do you know what's up ahead? You, Neon. That's a surprisingly cute name, it is. Then he go through the sewer and enters this door here. And then these, you know, you can see all the graffiti on all of the objects that have been long abandoned down here. So yeah, you'll see it's pretty cool. Then in that area is the red Gundam right here, where he's hiding it. Pretty cool. The Gundam is saying fight. Of course it is. Char's probably in there. Anyway. Now we have Amate's mom helping bring a Challia bowl. Let's see, I'm not getting any dialogue here. Let's see, so welcome to Izuma Colony. Interesting Challia bowl. And then it's like, are you Commander Challia bowl? Oh yeah, this looks like, what's her name? Mirai's fiance from the original Mobile Suit Gundam. I wonder if that's still him. It's been a while, Presidential Aide Cameron. See how they're working together? The ambassador was really puzzled. But tell me, are you still enthralled to the Red Comet, Commander? The matter's outside the scope of the sofa. Even so, we don't want anything like the Banshee 17 incident too. That assault landing ship is still in active service, I see. This is his ship. Even Zeon has tight pockets. True. You can see that he's trying to get Xavier out. You can see that it's pretty cool, a lot of information here. You could see his name, he's in the military, he was boarding, sightseeing. Interesting. So try and get Xavier out. The commander has handled it so legitimately. Do you happen to know if there's a drugstore nearby? Yeah, because he has to bandage up the poor guy. He got beat up way too much. You see the military police Zaku here. Then Xavier is walking out. Looking good in those clothes we sent you. See, they saved him. And then he mentions what happened to, oh, like, let's see. Let's see. They're on the subway, and then he's talking. She was wearing a schoolgirl uniform. That's better than being taken by mobile police or hostile forces. The GQuuuuuuX was stolen because of my carelessness. I'm sorry. Because he's being pretty sincere about it. Do your wounds still hurt? Adhesive bandages. Yep. They're really counting on a kid like that. You can see the lady's dressed up a bit better now. And she came back for money. Like, what will your entry name be? And then she mentions it'll be Machu. And then it's like, good to meet you, Machu. My Mauve's going to be here soon. Machu's Mauve, a real Mauve. See, man, this Haru is so smart, man. Such a good Haru. If they don't show up, Jesse will take their place. Fair enough. Any questions? It's like, you'll be done if you're found out. And it's like, oh, she's ready. Clan battle is a 2-on-2 mobile suit fight between Mauve teams. You win if you destroy your opponent's head. Kind of reminds me of Witcher Mercury, whereas I think they had like, you know, they remove like the, it wasn't the, I don't know if it was the head, it was like the tail, like, what it calls, like some sort of attachment on the head. Essentially, they had the knockoff. So it's good you don't destroy most of the mobile suit, because that would be way too much money. And that's the only rule. See, now she is geared up. Does it mean that anything else is allowed? Probably. However, as soon as the live streaming starts, the MPs will immediately rush in. I'll open the airlock only for 5 seconds, so it isn't recorded in the colony's admin log. 2, 1, airlock. And she's in. Nice, she has a pretty cool fighting pose here. The kid, let's see. The kid understands timing. She might be the real deal. Real deal? What real deal? The schoolgirl controlled the Omega Saikamu. You see that Xavier and Challia are talking, drinking together at a bar. GQuuuuuuX is on the move. He's like, since when? And he asks the bartender to put it on the screen for a clan battle. Isn't that the something other battle the junk trader started? And she's part of the Pomeranians because of their dog. What a silly name. Yeah, true. He notices the GQuuuuuuX is like, oh my god. And then Challa's like, oh no way. It's also the red Gundam here too. That's the one from yesterday. The Gundam is saying fight, and then we go back to flashback to when they met Shuji. She gives him the key. Shuji, thanks for coming. And then they start the battle, where you can see that she sees the light hasn't started. It's like, oh, I gotta calm down. Because she's getting shot at, and it's like, oh, we can't afford like some machine gun. Because she didn't know that there would be guns and stuff. And he's like, why would the Red Comet want to fight amateurs like that? The captain wouldn't let someone else be his MOV vanguard. You're teaming up as a MOV as a tactic that you and Captain Shark came up with. Now they explain the MOV system here. Battle under Minovsky particles basically takes place within visible range. So the one who sees the other first has the absolute advantage. Only until the first strike, though. Should the first shot be dodged, you lose all your advantage, you see. The technique of pairing up two mobile suits to compensate for the advantage you've lost is called MOV. Pretty cool, she's trying her best, and then, oh, there's one more enemy machine. It's a MOV battle. Tag team. How faithful to the basics of MOV. Because, like, here he mentions when he sees the two Zaku's here, yeah. Could their opponents be former Xeon mobile suit pilots? Could be. I don't really know. And you can see that they're trying their best to fight. It's like, oh, watch out, you didn't. Yeah, you can see that they nearly hit a passing vehicle. Or they're preying on her. They know she's an amateur. They successfully evaded all attacks so far. GQuuuuuuX is difficult to handle, but it's being maneuvered so well. Could they really be controlling it with the Saikamu alone? Yes. The answer is yes. And he's like, who is the pilot? She's trying her best. Like, oh, Cracker knows a flash grenade. You see that she can't see. She was also disarmed earlier from her heat hawk. He's like, oh, am I going to die? You can see Shuji's helping. So, oh, the Kira. Don't panic, Machu. Just like a fish swimming in the sea. You can see that he's giving her, helping her out, even though they're kind of in a crunch here. Shuji gets hit, and then she's like, all my weapons are gone, what should I do? And then you can see that she kind of predicts the upcoming movements of things. And then you can see she has a plan. It's a trap, their MOV is waiting there. There's no way out. And you can see that the heat hawk hits. Oh yeah, she's about to get hit. And then you can see Shuji now intervenes here. So it's like a perfect strike. He's like, oh, now that's a true MOV. And you can see that the battle finishes. Yeah, because essentially, kind of skipped it through it, but Machu allows when she lost her heat hawk, it was kind of like still in motion. So she predicted its future motion to hit one of the Zaku, and then Shuji hit the other Zaku. And then after that, Machu then took off the head of the second Zaku. So, I mean, she hit both of them technically, but it's kind of a nice form of like coordination of them working together. It's like, oh, hey, idiot, hurry up and get out of there. The mobile police are coming. Yep, they gotta get out there. And it's like, oh, she's like, you better flee. So says the Gundam. Yeah, he's just the voice of the Gundam here, which is probably sure. This is a pretty cool shot right here. Then you get the ending song, which we'll skip. Good song, though. Then you get the preview for the next episode. Finally, you get new material next episode. I'm excited. So we get, let's see. Say, what does unicum mean? Let's see. It means one of a kind in Latin. Refers to an ace Federation pilot with over 100 kills. And you can see that she's another clan, but I wonder if this is the same girl as before. Can't be that there's a sure death technique to defeat our mobile suit. So it looks like there'll be more battles in the upcoming episodes, so that's gonna be really interesting. So yeah. Overall, really good episode. I think we learned quite a bit. We learn obviously about the MOV system. Xavier gets out of jail. You can see that, let's see, Machu is getting involved for the sake of money, which makes sense. So a lot of good plot progression. Nothing quite new compared to the movie, because this was covered in a movie as well. But regardless, I'm glad that next episode we finally get some new content. So I'm looking forward to going over that for sure. But yeah. Anyway, looking forward to next episode and hope you enjoyed me talking about this. Anyway, thank you so much and have a good rest of your day. Take care.